52 Mondays, change your thinking, change your life. What's up, y'all? This is Al Swindle the third, and today we're going to talk about building confidence. This topic, we had a long discussion on it with my young folks, my students, some old heads I know. We talked about men and confidence these days. A lot of men are lacking confidence that we see, that we come in contact with. And we really don't know the reasons why of why that's going on. So we want to talk about it. Confidence. What is confidence? Confidence is just that feeling, right? Is a feeling of qualities, of judgments, of your ability, right? You're feeling like you got the ability to do anything, right? Nothing can stop you. You got that confidence. You walk into a room and you own it, right? That's confidence, right? Is that feeling. So how do you build confidence? How did I build confidence? Well, I built confidence by just repetition, right? Repeating positive things, positive self-talk. Yo, let's go. You can do it. You got it. Come on. You was built for this. You studied. You did what you were supposed to do. You prepared. You come on. You're confident, right? Be confident about it. You got to be persistent, right? You got to stay on it. I don't care if you fail 1,000 times. That 1,001 time is the time that you'll probably make it. So you got to stay persistent, because the bottom line is you're going to fail. You're going to fail at something that you do. Failing is like breathing. It's like oxygen. It's going to happen, right? You got to breathe. You're going to fail. You're going to fail at something that you do. The first time you're going to fail. Maybe the second, third, fourth, fifth, you're going to fail. Try different ways, right? Try different ways. Talk to people. There's many things out here that can help you out and build your confidence. There's a lot of self-help books. We have the internet. We got YouTube. We got Google. We got all these internet sites that you can go to and learn, right? You want to put brakes on a car, you can go to YouTube. All right, you want to put in recessed lighting, go to YouTube. Ask somebody, right? We talked about it earlier about asking questions for men. It's hard for us to ask questions. That could have something to do with our confidence as well. Maybe we think we lack confidence if we ask questions. So maybe the more confident people ask questions and they level up because they ask questions and they get the information faster, instead of keeping their mouth shut, not asking questions, and letting days, months, years go by without asking anybody questions. Another thing I did was I had to visualize, right? I had to visualize where I wanted to go. I knew where I wanted to go a long time ago, but life takes detours, right? It took me on detours, right? So I had to visualize it. So think about it like this. You got a puzzle. You buy a puzzle, right? I don't know if anybody do puzzles anymore, but you buy a puzzle, and a puzzle comes in a box, right? It doesn't come already put together. On the front of that box is the picture of what the puzzle is going to be, right? So you could visualize, you could see what the end result of that puzzle is going to be because the picture is there. So it kind of makes it easier for you to put that puzzle together. So you open that box and you put the pieces with the flat edges all together, or the border of the puzzle, you put them all together. And then you put the pieces that look alike with the same colors, you put them all in a group. But again, it makes it easier because you already saw the end result on the box. So do the same thing in your life. See where you want to be. Where do you want to be? Right? Vision where you want to be. Write down those steps where you want to be. Research it. And then do it. I mean, it sounds simple, right? But things happen in life. But again, you can't let anything stop you. I don't care what it is, right? I don't care about those things that happen in life, because something's going to always happen, and something's always going to come up to stop you from doing what you're doing, because that's the test. That's the test that come in to try to stop you from getting to where you're going, right? But over here, we pass tests. We pass those tests, right? Repetition, right? That positive self-talk, that persistence, that visualizing, right? Reading those books, going on the internet, doing that research. That's how you build confidence. right? A lot of us sometimes as men, we get imposter syndrome, right? We'll go in rooms, we don't think we're supposed to be in there, but you got that job for a reason. You're in this room for a reason. Go in there, own it, but prepare before, right? Practice, 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 right? I know AI said we talking about practice. Yes, we talk about practice every day. Every day with my students, I talk about practice. Practice is nothing but training, right? It's training. I don't care what sport you in. I don't care what job you in. You got to practice what you're doing. You got to do it over and over and over and over and over again, right? I remember what Marshawn Lynch said. If you run through somebody's face over and over and over and over again, they're not going to want it. If you practice over and over and over again, you're going to get the desired goal. Whatever that goal is, you're going to get it because you're doing it every day. Every day. I asked my student, I said, yo, how'd you learn that song you singing? And he looked at me. He said, I listened to it a lot of times. I said, damn, okay. I said, what, like 1,000 times? He's like, probably. I said, oh, okay. So now you know it word for word. So why don't you transfer what you did here into every other part of your life, right? Transfer repeating that song and playing it 1,000 times and play the math problems 1,000 times, right? Write that essay 1,000 times, right? Rehearse that speech 1,000 times. Put them brakes on 1,000 times. Put that recess lighting up 1,000 times, right? Whatever you want to do, you can do. And men need confidence, right? Men, we need confidence. Our confidence needs to be at the highest level because we're the leaders. We're the leaders of our families, right? It's God, then us, then our family. We're the leaders. So we need confidence when we step into any room. So again, confidence is a little tricky, but you can build it over time. If you don't have it, it's something that you can build, right? And it comes from being prepared. It comes from knowing what you're talking about. And here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be an expert in anything to be confident. You just need to know something about it, right? You're not going to go into a meeting at your job or a presentation at your job and you ain't prepared, right? That'll be silly, right? That'll be silly. So practice, self-help books, internet, research, right? Online things, ask somebody, right? We need to build this confidence, right? And again, this is all a part of my journey. I'm not telling you what to do at all. This is something that I did and I do on a daily basis. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. I need to keep my confidence level high because I got young folks that ask me questions, young folks that come up and talk to me all the time. So my confidence level is always high. Again, don't worry about what anybody is talking about out here. Don't worry about it. They're going to talk regardless. All you can do is we got that thick skin, right? If you're from where I'm from, this skin is thick. It's really nothing you could say to me to get me to react in a negative way that you want me to react. There's no words you can say out your mouth. None that can get me to react in a way that a negative way that you want me to react. No, I built myself up too strong. That words is not going to bring down my empire. It's just not going to happen, right? So come on, men, we got to build this confidence up. We got to build it up strong. All right. We'll talk about it. Let's have this conversation, right? I'm always available to have this conversation. You can comment, talk, hit me up, whatever you got to do, men, but we can have this conversation. We'll talk again. Peace.